Lungwort is a really nice old cottage garden herb to grow in the garden. They flower in the early spring. The flowers come out pink and then they mature to purple, although you do get a lot of different types of them. And they are largely thought to be edible, although some people say they're not because they're related to comfrey. But they have loads and loads of medicinal uses. They're very good for anything to do with the lung, and the leaves are kind of the shape of the lung, roughly. And they're good for cuts and bruises and all sorts of things like this. So the leaves are quite kind of spongy, and you can sort of squish and apply them to cuts. They're very kind of blood absorbing and healing, and it's a really nice little useful plant to have, and nice lot of colour in the early spring. And then you get these nice variegated leaves the rest of the year, which do smother the ground and keep down all the weeds. So they're kind of a nice shade loving perennial plant, which just easy to grow and doesn't need much doing to it. And they don't sort of spread too aggressively, but if you want to divide them up in the winter and just split them up, they do divide really easily. But if you don't, they kind of usually stay in a nice well-behaved little clump. And here they're growing like right by a couple of evergreens here. There's this sweet box, and they're quite happy here. They wouldn't like somewhere in really full sun. They kind of like grow under a hedge or by a fence just where they get a little bit of sun. And they're very easy to grow, so they're kind of nice plant with lots of nice medicinal uses, and a little bit of a disagreement whether you can eat them or not. But yeah, just really nice old-fashioned cottage garden plants.